Hey guys, it's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe, and I wanted to do a quick review on the Waxwork series. This is a Vestron Blu-ray set. It looks like just the first movie, but when you open it up, the second movie is also in there, along with a reversible cover for the second film, and then the first film on the front. The second movie is called, I believe, Lost in Time. Um, this movie stars the gentleman from Gremlins, whose name is escaping me right now, Zach Galligan. And he's in both films, but the first one also has, there's a British actor that you'll recognize, whose name I can't think of currently. Maybe David Warner. But it also has Dana Ashbrook in the first film, who is Bobby Briggs from Twin Peaks. So that was a cool little surprise to see him in this because I hadn't seen him in anything else besides Twin Peaks. So on to the movie. The movie is about a wax museum in the middle of this town. They get invited to it, and this group of kids, and 6 of them are invited and 6 of them go. And there's a bunch of wax figures of different historical pieces, and each of the kids go over to them and get sucked into the scenario. So it could be like a mummy or something, or Egypt with a mummy, or a Wild West scenario, let's say. I'm just giving examples. They go up to it, they get sucked into it, and now they're stuck in that scenario and have to work their way out. It sort of reminded me of almost like getting stuck in like a video game in a sense, if that makes kind of sense. Sort of like everything had a little set piece going on. I didn't think that the story was extremely like it's coherent, but I felt like it jumped around a little bit in that way. It might be just because of the different time zones in each of the wax museum pieces. But it was definitely an interesting idea. I know some people really love this movie and they grew up with it. I'm not one of those people. I don't love it, but I do enjoy it, and I think it's pretty good B schlock with an interesting concept. And seeing the guy from Gremlins and Bobby Briggs from Twin Peaks was cool in the first movie. And yeah, it's just a good, solid B '80s cheesy movie. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to say about the first film. I guess that's really it in regards to the first movie. The second one isn't nearly as good as the first one. The second one is there's a girl. I think it's supposed to be the same character from the first movie, who is arrested because of something that happens at the end of the first film, and she's trying to prove that what she's saying is true. So Zach, is it Galligan? Zach Galligan goes with her and figures out a way to go back in time and figure out like the voodoo type stuff or magic stuff that was going on to come back and prove to everyone that she's innocent. It was all right. The story in the second one definitely drags. It was like an hour and I think 44 or 45 minutes. I felt it was too long. There was points that I just was kind of getting a little bored of the movie. The first one's definitely better, which is the most of the time the case with movies. But the first one's definitely better. But it's a pretty cool set to have. I think if you're a fan of 80s and B-movie cheese, you'll probably like this set. Vestron put out a lot of cool stuff. They put out Chopping Mall. They put out Slaughter High. What are the other ones? There's quite a few out there that I thought were interesting. I still have to pick up Slaughter High. But overall, it was something that I didn't grow up with, that I hadn't heard about until maybe the past 6 months or so in like these B-movie groups. And it just seemed cool. So, yeah, that's about it. Check out Waxwork if you haven't seen it. I really can't recommend the sequel, but the first one is something fun you can throw on. It's also on, last I checked, it was on Tubi, so it's free to watch if you want to watch it with ads. And let me know what you guys think. Thanks, guys, for watching. It's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. Be good.